So, welcome to the AI Breakfast Lab. Monday through Friday, we are here 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, and we are doing AI at the top. Let me get to my audio, make sure people can hear me. I think I have my correct audio device on. Let's just double check. Can you hear me okay, James?
Hearing you just great, brother. You sounded good.
Okay. All right. Well,
So,
whoever had that, that's great. Just turn your volume up. You should be able to hear us. All right. Thank you guys for joining us again on the AI Breakfast Lab. We appreciate you guys being here, and we are rocking and rolling. We have some great updates with our AI system for our community. And if you're not familiar with our community, you will become familiar with us. We are the founders of Momentum Tech, and for over close to 4 years now, we've been doing the AI Breakfast Lab Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. Yes, we have. You can't find one AI platform in the market where you have the founders right here with you answering questions, demonstrating how you could build, how you could utilize AI, how you could use it as leverage. Right? Leverage has never been more available and more heightened than it is today. Period. I mean, this is leverage like we've never seen in a big way. So, Alberta, you may want to turn your volume up. My volume is very high on my microphone, but I'll double check. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for
yeah, I'm
letting me
hearing,
know.
I'm
Yeah.
hearing you, and other people are saying I'm hearing you, but
Yeah.
I do see a couple. Really, Evelyn isn't hearing, and Alberta's having problems. But you sound nice and loud to me.
All right.
Yeah, he
I'll
sounds
turn.
loud to me too, but he's right next to me.
I'll turn my volume up. Okay. So for you guys, I don't want it to mech out now. Okay. So all right, very good. Welcome, guys, to the AI Breakfast Lab. If I start mecking out a little bit on my voice or I'm too loud, please let me know. Okay. All right, guys. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, welcome again to the AI Breakfast Lab. Let's get started here. So, if you're new here, I got a little 2 minute overview we could show you, tell you a little about who we are. All right, so let's go here to watch this.
What if everything became one system? AI promised to make business easier. Instead, it gave us another problem. Too many apps, too much chaos.
Tired from feeling overwhelmed? Let AI handle the strategy. You focus on what matters. I want a modern website.
Just tell it what you want. Your logo, your colors, your business. AI builds the rest.
Describe anything. Image Studio becomes your personal art director. Children's book illustration of an Asundrint meadow, photorealistic.
Meet Wow GPT, your AI partner, plus access to today's leading AI models. One conversation, endless possibilities.
I've always wanted to write a book. Every great business begins with an idea. Business books, memoirs, novels, poetry, from blank page to complete.
Then, bring imagination to life. AI Video Studio creates the movie.
SEO is fading. The future belongs to Ask Engine Optimization. Get AI ready. Get recommended. Get ahead of your competition. AEO Launchpad, powered by Momentum Tech AIOS.
Embrace new skills today or face challenges tomorrow. That's your choice.
This isn't another AI app. It's an operating system. Every studio, every engine working together. One connected ecosystem. High tech, high touch. The AI gold standard. Momentum Tech AIOS. Everything AI. One system.
Momentum Tech AIOS. Welcome to the future of AI technology.
Excellent. If you're a guest here, of course, we encourage you after you observe what we're doing today that hey, maybe you'll sign up and get back with the person that invited you here today. That's what we're demonstrating today. So today, as on our schedule, we are going to work with the specific app that generates a PowerPoint. We could also work with, of course, AI here as well, or our Deck Studio. This Deck Studio here will create a PowerPoint. We just click on New Deck, whether you want a pitch deck or a standard deck, and you can put what is your deck about and maybe your source material. And of course, how many slides you want and what's your theme. What kind of theme do you want? You can generate a picture, like a cover, or just stay in brand mode. And then you draft the outline, and then we're going to create a slide deck. We're not going to do that yet. And then the studio, the course AI right here, as a course designer, this will help you get your copy, maybe for your slides. You just describe what area of expertise you want on your course topic. It's a free app you can use in the platform. What are you in the process, of doing? Are you just an idea? You have a topic, you have an outline, you have a script, you need a slide by slide copy for one module maybe, or maybe you're starting from scratch. And what kind of format do you want? Is it going to be like a self-paced course, like a recorded evergreen one that's already pre-recorded? That's what evergreen means. It's pre-recorded, and it runs maybe behind a paywall or a form wall where somebody puts in their name and email address and phone number, then they get access to the course pre-recorded, or maybe it's a paywall. They pay a certain amount of money, right? Well, that's what evergreen means. Or a live webinar, in-person keynote as well, a workshop, or maybe like a collection, of a live course. A cohort means like just something very specific where you have maybe a series of them, or maybe like a hybrid of live and evergreen both. So you can choose. Who's your target audience? This is information that you have, hopefully, right? Transformation. What kind of result are they going to walk away with? What's it going to be about? All right. Maybe your speaker's voice. What kind of voice do you want to have? And of course, what kind of depth, right? Do you want to go? Advanced, expert level, intermediate, or beginner friendly? How many slides do you want? Number of modules. How many modules do you want? You could do, simple as, 3, you could do 4, all the way up to 10, and you can redo it. If you want to do more than 10, just do 10, and then 10 more, and then 10 more. Just, you can organize it. But, if you want to do, a series of 5, this is great for course or experts or coaches that don't have a lower level product, right? A lower level product, let me explain the context of that. Like, for example, I spoke with somebody yesterday, had great lunch with Steve Miller. We were talking about coaches, and he's a Momentum Tech rep. He runs an organization called Seek First. I spoke at his event and his team's event in Atlanta, Georgia. Both Jeanette and I went there, had a great time. James spoke at their event in Dallas, Texas, with Dr. Breakthrough, and I think some other people were there. Christine Dean was there in Dallas. I mean, great gentleman. Seek First, God-fearing man, loves the Lord, and he loves our AI platform, right? And he loves it because they're optimization specialists, helping people to optimize their life. Well, guess what? We're optimization specialists also, but in the AI world. That's why he likes us. So I was having lunch with him, and here in Franklin, Tennessee, and he was in town, and we were talking about coaches, right? When I talk about lower level, why would somebody want to put together a course, right? Well, if I'm speaking on stage or somebody has a podcast, then you have a lower level offer. Maybe you have a high ticket item where coaching, maybe $5-10 grand a month. A lot of coaches have that, right? But a lot of coaches need a pain point you could solve. They need is like a lower level offer. Understand? Put 5 in the chat if you understand. They need a lower level offer that maybe is, it could be $49, $99, $197, whatever it is, to access their expertise where they can sell it from stage. See, when you're speaking on stage, or you're speaking at a podcast, or you're speaking at an event, people want to take, if they like you and they trust you and you deliver a good message, they're going to want to take you home in their back pocket. Should I say that again? They're going to want to take you home in your back pocket. So what do you have to offer them? Right? So AI can help you develop this course concept. You put in your genius in here, and it helps you put the content together, where you want 5 modules or 10 modules or 3 modules. How long do you want it? Right? What's your focus? You want, I would suggest, maybe not the script. You could say, give me the slide-by-slide stages and the overview of each slide, a summary. Do you have any existing materials? Just paste it in here. Things to avoid, additional instructions. And then you generate it. This is like a full-on course designer to develop everything. It turns a raw area of expertise, if you read it, the description, into a stage ready course manuscript from concept and title options through a full module architecture. Word for word speaking script if you choose, a slide by slide copy built for coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs launching an evergreen course or a webinar or live talk who need a professional curriculum built fast with options at every decision point instead of a single rigid draft. Yeah. Cool? Put 5 in the chat. Who's going to try this today? Who wants to put a course together this weekend or the next few days? Say yes if that's something. Hey, what? I'm gonna give this a shot. Put yes in the chat if you definitely want to put together a course. And then once you get the idea here, maybe you already have the idea. You don't need this. Great, that's wonderful, right? But this gives you like the leverage tool to be able to take that idea and just take it to the finish line. Yeah. Yes, there's some people. Yes, I've been planning all along. Excellent. Yes, let's do it. Right? Put your information in here. Right? Put your information in the course designer. All right? We'll get to that in a minute. I promised to do something else with you this morning. We're going to do it all today. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of time. Okay, so those are some updates on the course tool. We're going to do some basic concepts here. I already know what I want, so I'm just going to go straight to the Deck Studio and speak in there. But the course AI is something you definitely want to spend time on. And of course, another way to find it is just type in course, right? And there it is, the course AI right there, right? And you can find it there. Yeah, or if you want like a deck, you just type in deck, and there it is right there. Okay, now this is in beta form, but it still works great. And it's an editable PowerPoint. It's not an image. Like if you're on ChatGPT and you tell it to create a PowerPoint image for you, it's going to be a flat image that's hard to change. This is like a real PowerPoint, and you can actually change the copy, add stuff, right? You can do it right in Google Slides, which is free on Google. I'll show you how we do that here in just a moment. All right. So this is the Course Studio. But before we do that, I wanted to show you. Yesterday we had like a web studio, web day, for a website, our AEO website builder. We talked about 3 specific apps yesterday. Remember the AEO website builder, funnel builder, landing page builder, the blog engine that works directly as in the ecosystem with the website builder, and then the AEO Launchpad that is like, to get you completely AI ready, deep research, what customers are actually asking, what are they asking in the market, real market research, right? To help you get discovered on AI. Well, the website builder and the AEO blog engine check off every to-do item on the Launchpad automatically without you having any tech skills. Deck Studio develops your PowerPoint literal, your PowerPoint that you can edit. The Course AI is the copy. Okay? That's just the copy. In other words, the text, the bulleted list that's on the slide. Okay? All right? So yesterday we worked in here. So let's click on the AEO website builder. Let me give you a good practice, okay? As you're working with your, like you say you're building a website. This is a pro tip here for you, okay? In our platform, which by the way, when somebody joins our platform, when you join, like this video talked about, and if you're a guest here, you get to build a free website in the platform. Yeah, we're funding your business. How's that for giving and receiving, right? You get to build your current website in the platform, no charge, no hosting fee. I mean, incredible. So for example, let me show you what I did. So let me just open up the AI Breakfast Lab here, okay? Website. And you can see I got options up here. So I'm going to click on settings. What I would suggest, if you're working on a long website, James, as an example, maybe you're working on a website and you're starting to make changes to it, it's good to make a backup at a certain stage. Just duplicate it. Does that make sense, James? Why? Because
makes all
maybe
sense.
something breaks. Okay, AI is just like an employee. Sometimes something breaks, or you're running into a little snag, right? So, just an idea. Yeah, I'm sorry, James. You were going to say something? Yeah. Think of it like a backup, right? That's all. Just a backup. All right. So I made a backup. It's a good idea if you're working on a big project. So yesterday we worked on this project here, the Momentum Tech Labs. And you can see it's got a home page. It's got an AI Breakfast Lab page. It's got a Momentum Tech Lab page. It's got an AI Grand Slam Saturday page. Okay. And it's got an AI Prospecting Lab page. And it's got a blog. So it's got several pages that we built in the platform for this website. Now, let me look at something, because our team was doing an update. Let me just see if everything changed here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do something a little advanced. I don't expect you guys to remember this. You certainly are not going to have to do this. But if you ever have to, at least you can come back and watch it. Okay? So you're wondering, well, what is Ed going to do? I'm going to show you. Okay? Because I want to change the blog page. I'm going to test this. That's why this is a lab. Okay? And when we update it, it's going to be fixed. So what we're going to fix is, if you have a navigation bar with all this, the size of the button, the logo, and the navigation, and then of course you have your footer, right? Your footer, the way you want it, with everything in there. Maybe we add some more later, but I mean, this is it, right? You want those to be like a global section. Put 5 in the chat if you understand what I mean. Global meaning they live on every page of the website and they stay consistent. You understand? That's what we're going to update for you, which makes it easier for you to have like a consistent header, consistent footer across the board. So let's just click on edit visually, because we got a great editor in here, right? Literally can edit different sections in the copy of everything. I could just change anything I want, or anything that I need to, right? Just go through the copy proofing the copy, right? Like, for example, I want to change something right here. I saw that this morning. Momentum Tech is always like M-O, it's always, there's no space, right? It's like, just remove that space, just like I'm editing a Word document. And I like to click save every time I do a change. It's probably a good practice to do. Another pro tip for you, right? Now, but I'm going to do something here, right here. So you see this section here? See how it's green? Now, I've already configured this form. It already has actions behind it. I'm going to see if it works. So do you see there's a button up here? Can you guys see that? There's an X. It's kind of small. And you see like a section over here. And the little code, right? So see, it's like code. It's like a less than sign and a greater than sign, and in the middle of it, it has a line, like a division line. You guys see that? So if I click on that, that opens up the actual code for that form. You guys following me? Yeah? So you're not going to have to do this, but I'm going to take, the reason I'm doing this is I want this form. Let's do it again. So I just put it here, and I'm going to copy all of that code. Right click it, and I'm going to copy it. Why am I doing that? Okay, so now I'll show you why. So let's go back. We don't need to save anything. And let's go to the blog. Okay. Now on this blog, there's a form, but I want to edit it visually. So I'm going to change this form. Okay. I'm going to try it. Watch this. So I'll just come up here, click on this form. See, there's the form. It has the same thing. See the code right there? Less than, greater than. You guys see that, James? Jeanette, you see that?
Yeah.
Edit the code, right?
That is awesome.
Click on edit that code, and I'm just going to get all of this. Oops. Let's try that one more time. I clicked the button I shouldn't have, so that's okay. We'll just go back here. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Did it remove the whole form? Did I delete it? Yeah, let's just go back. Don't save it. And let's edit here again. Okay, I already have it in my clipboard, right? There's the form right there. So I'm just going to click right here. Click the little code button. I'm going to Control A, just delete that. Now the code's gone. I'm going to paste the code from the other home page, and I'm going to hit apply. Okay, there you go. Now let's look at the form, make sure it did it. Yep, actually it didn't. Well, let's try it one more time. Let's try here. Code. This is what they're updating. Because this is a blog page, it's a little bit different. It lives outside of the AEO website builder. Okay, so there it's gone. Let's see if I can save it if it's gone. Another thing I want to do is I want to reduce this logo to like 250 megapixels, or 120, I think 120, yeah. You see on the height it's going down, so I can just type in 120, because that's consistent with everything. Okay, for all the pages. And let me see if I can click on save. Save without the form. Let's see if we did the update or not. If we didn't, that's okay. Okay, yes, the update's not done. That's okay. All right. So let's go back. We can't edit. I cannot edit it. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you guys do your own blogs. So up here, I'm going to take the blog. It's only one blog that I wrote. And I'm going to delete that page. Say I hit delete, and then I hit. Now I can always restore it, okay? So I'm going to hit yes, delete it. Because I want to share this website with you, because it all works. See? Now the blog is still here. See right here? I can revert it and take it back at any time. Okay? So now let's open the live website. So if I click on here and I put in my name, we're going to test everything here. I put in my name and email address. I put in what lab do I want to attend. Let's say I want to attend the Saturday, the second and fourth Saturday of the month. I just click on send. Says you're registered for the AI Saturday event, what time it starts, the Momentum Tech Zoom link, copy it, the link, open your Zoom room, make sure you save it, the second and fourth Saturday of each month. Done. Cool, right? So that works. Now let's say I'm on the page and your prospect comes here and enters in their name. They say, well, I want to attend the AI prospecting lab because Evelyn invited me. And Evelyn, this is Evelyn, you're going to have this page, Evelyn. I'm going to show you how you do it here in just a minute. And you choose your lab. And then because I chose the prospecting lab, you're registered for the AI prospecting lab. When, boom, this one they can add to their calendar or their Apple calendar. And it has the different time zones. Is that pretty cool? That's pretty cool, right? And let's say you have a prospect, Sandra, and you say, okay, your prospect comes here and they click on, well, I want to attend the Momentum Tech Lab on Tuesday and Thursday night, right? And I say, boom, I'm registered for that. And then they go to a page. You're registered for the Momentum Tech Lab, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. Add to your Google Calendar. There's the Zoom room. Awesome, huh? All right. One last one. Let's say I want to reserve my seat. And let's say Dr. Breakthrough invites somebody to an event, to the AI Breakfast Lab. Okay? So let's just put in an email address, choose a lab, AI Breakfast Lab. Register for the AI Breakfast Lab. You're registered for the AI Breakfast Lab. When? Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. Add to your Google Calendar. What a boom, what a bam. That's what I like to say. Is that not awesome or what? Now, that wasn't any special program. I just told in a prompt it to create all those thank you pages specific for the event form. It had 4 options. Pretty cool, right? That's our website builder. Pretty bad to the bone, if you ask me. Yeah, and then every page, like the AI Breakfast Lab, does the same thing. Like if I want to register, it has a specific form. Maybe somebody clicks on this form. They choose like, I am, this is a different form. I'm a what? What are you? I'm an agency. I'm a creator. I'm a consultant. I'm an entrepreneur. So, Dr. Norvell, somebody lands on your page for the AI Breakfast Lab, and you're part of the AIOS system. You send a prospect here. I come and register, and I tell you I'm on the AI Breakfast Lab page. I register, okay, and then, well, we got to fix that. That should go to a page, and it didn't. So we'll fix that one here shortly. The Momentum Tech Lab, same thing. Put in my name. That gives me a good idea to do this. And I choose I'm a book. Maybe I want to learn about the book. I want to be an author, or maybe I want to learn about research and strategy. And Raymond, you have a prospect. He's on the Momentum Tech Lab. You invited him for an evening time because he works, right? So he's going to come. He's registering on your website. He clicks on register. Welcome to the Momentum Tech Lab, right? Eastern, Pacific. Now this is an evening one, and this is mainly for other parts of the world. So we got Pacific time, Hawaii, Amsterdam, Mumbai, and Singapore here, right? They get added to their Google Calendar. They can copy the Zoom room, right? There you go. Well, all right. Or let's say for example, Robert, Florida, Peterson, you have this website, you send it to a prospect, and you say, man, you tell me, Ed, you got to come to this AI Grand Slam Saturday, man. We got the second and fourth Saturday. Today is the second. We got the fourth Saturday coming up. You got to register for that. So you send this to your prospect. They're on the AI Grand Slam Saturday page. They click on Reserve My Seat, put in their name and email address, choose the Grand Slam they want to learn about. That way you know what their hot button is. So let's say Video Grand Slam. They click on Register on the Saturday Grand Slam. You're registered. See you Saturday. Thanks, Ed. Your seat has been reserved. Join me on the Momentum Tech. And, of course, here's the, all the time zones, everything else. Boom. Now, you can send them an email because all you got to do is flip on a switch. It doesn't cost you anything. Once you get this website, Robert or Raymond or Marcia or Lucia or Katie, right? You can invite people to the Saturday event. Now, what's different if you're a prospect here or you're watching us on YouTube? All of these events, guess what? What makes them special is the founders are on all of these events. You can't find one AI platform in the market that makes us this special. Do you understand the power of that? Yeah. These are all the labs. And let's go back to the AI Breakfast Lab page. And let's open it live. And let's test that one more time. And I'm going to show you how to fix it. Let's just click here. Okay, good. I'm glad that came up because that shows me how to fix it. So let me fix that. How do I fix that? So I'm on the AI Breakfast Lab page. See right here? It's not something I could edit visually. I got to make a change with the chat. So I'm going to make a change with the chat. And it may cost me $1 or $2 to do it. But it's important, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to give it a very good description of this form. I'm going to tell it what page. It knows that I'm on this page. I'm only changing this page. This is a command just for this page, right? So I could just speak in here and tell it, when people fill out the form. Okay, watch. When people fill out the form to reserve their seat on the AI Breakfast Lab, and when they click on the button that says reserve my seat, free Breakfast Lab seat, they need to go to the confirmation page that you designed for the AI Breakfast Lab. Of course, to remind you, the Zoom link is momentumtechzoom.com. They need to be able to add it to their Google Calendar and Apple Calendar based on their time zone. And you need to include multiple time zones for them because we're a global company. And make sure you put a button there for them to copy the Zoom link, momentumtechzoom.com. Please fix this now. Okay? So let's go ahead and click on and look at it here, make sure it's good. All right. Let me put that prompt that I just did in case you guys want it in the chat. And I'm just going to hit go. And it's going to tell you it's going to cost me $1.50 to make that change. 75 times 2 cents is $1.50. Not too bad. That's a pretty high-tech fix, because that's a pretty involved form with 4 different events. You understand? There's a lot of stuff going on this website, right? So I'm going to connect that and fix it. So I hit go. You confirm. You'll always know what it's going to cost you to make an update if you use the chat function here, right? So just wait for it. You see a little blue button going round and round. Once I do this, okay, now let's close that window here, close that window. Let's open it live and let's test it. Let's click on home, click on AI Breakfast Lab, let's refresh it, and let's register. And let's check it to make sure your form is working. Danette, yeah? So Danette invites somebody, one of her colleagues in Atlanta, to come to the AI Breakfast Lab. They put in their information. This will go directly into your contact manager, Danette. And maybe they're a coach. You're inviting this coach because this is a special day. We're doing the course day, right? After we finish this. Now I click on reserve my spot. Now it's saving it. It's going to the wrong place. Okay. Let me look here. Let me just check something. Okay. Why did it not make that change? Let's try that one more time. Let's be a little bit more direct now. Let's just put our description here. On the AI Breakfast Lab page, when people click on the button to register and to reserve their seat in the AI Breakfast Lab, I need you to build, if you haven't already, a confirmation page specific for this event. This event happens Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. The Zoom link is momentumtechzoom.com. I want them to be able to add this to their Google Calendar as a recurring event, as well as Apple. Get this done now. I'm going to continue here and see what's happening. If it doesn't happen this time, we'll send in a ticket, obviously, to our team to get that update for us. Every other website or page on Funnel is working except this one. So I just need to get it fixed. So let's see if it fixes it. While that's working, let's go ahead and pull up and start our course, because I want to be able to share that with you guys, because I promised you guys that yesterday. So let's go into our course, or deck studio, and let's describe what we want in our deck. So I'm going to do a new deck, and I'm going to describe what the deck is about. Okay? So let me go here. Let me see here. Let's see once this is finished. I need to open up a button. Let me see here. Open in a new tab. Okay. All right. I'm going to speak in here what I want. And let's just come here. I want to do a simple presentation. This presentation will be about the OODA loop. We call it the OODA learning loop, which keeps you moving forward. OODA is a formula, and it stands for, number one, observation. You watch, you observe, maybe live training with no perfection. It's all about seeing a demonstration. You observe it. You observe the result. The second O stands for getting oriented orientated with it. This is the process of learning. You get orientated with it, right? Where it fits for you, how easy it is. And you say, well, I can do that. That's the concept. Once you observe and get orientated with things, then it's time to make a decision. You decide. You make a decision. I'm going to take action on what I observed and what I got orientated with. And then, of course, the A stands for action. When you take action, that is what learning is all about. That's the goal of any educator. And that's our goal today. I want a basic presentation with this information in it. Now I'm going to say like how many slides. I'm going to say auto. And then the theme I'm going to choose like, let's say bold, high, and loud, just to be fun, okay? And let's go ahead and do like, let's do it with cover image and brand mode. Let's choose them both. And let's draft the outline. So now that was pretty simple, right? Now I chose pitch, but that's okay. Pitch or standard, I made a mistake, but I'm sure it's going to do fine. So let's draft it and see what the copy is. That doesn't cost you anything to read the outline. Let's go back to the page. It's like it's still working. That's good. Let's let it finish its cycle. Hopefully it's building something now. All right, here we go. Deck title, the OODA Learning Loop, a decision and learning cycle that turns experience into forward motion. From the world we operate in, conditions change fast. Information is incomplete, and standing still, waiting for certainty in itself is itself a decision, and a costly one. Section 1, the problem. Most teams default to linear thinking. Gather all the facts, then decide. Then act. But that model breaks down when the situation shifts faster than the analysis. The failure modes of linear decision making, analysis, paralysis, waiting for perfect data or orientation gaps when new info never gets translated into action, and slow cycles that let faster moving competitors win. The cost of slow cycles made concrete. There's 4 stages in the loop, decades of proven use since the early 1970s. It did research because we're not creators of the OODA loop. Yeah, perfect. They call it an OODA loop. It's used in military terms. In the real cost being lost tempo, when the cost of being slow is high. You do not need to wait for perfect certainty. You learn by cycling orientation. Is the step where observation becomes meaning, and meaning becomes the next move. Section 2, the approach. A reframe. OODA as a learning engine, not a checklist. Observe, orient, decide, act. Repeated continuously so that every cycle updates when you know and what to do next. The 4-stage loop in practice. Observe reality without judging it. Orient by filtering it through an experience in a usable frame, and decide the next concrete move. Proof it works. John Boyd developed the OODA loop in the 1970s for fighter pilots who had to out-cycle their opponents. Did you know that, Jeanette? That's pretty cool, huh? And the same logic now drives modern AI and defense decision systems. Where OODA is proving out today, embodied AI and reinforcement learning agents adapting to novel situations, and adversarial simulations and defense systems pursuing speed of relevance. Why this? Why now? Well, old models versus OODA wait for complete information and act once, versus observing, orientating, decision, and act. Then cycle again with new evidence. How it works. Apply OODA starting this week. Watch the real result without filtering it. Get orientated by asking where this fits and how it applies to you, then decide, act on it immediately. The ask, commit to running one full OODA cycle on your next real decision this week. Observe, get orientated with it, decide, and act, and report back what you learned. Boom. Love it. It's a great overview, right? And that would be a great talk, right? If I'm talking to a company, right? Or going to consult with a company. That's what I'm going to do. So let's generate that. It cost me 200 credits, which is $4. 19 slides. Let's generate it. So now it's going to work on that. Looks like this is done. So let's go ahead and open it live. Let's refresh it. And let's cross our fingers here. Reserve your seat while the course is developing. Pretty amazing with the speed of AI, what you can do. Wallace, you sent a prospect here, AI Breakfast Lab. He's a consultant. Let's see if it works. All right, we need to send this to the tech team. I don't know why it's not working. Let me see here.
I think it needs a coffee break, Ed.
It may. It worked. I did this all last night. All the other ones work. Yeah. Let me think here.
You didn't say bada boom, bada bing this time. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Don't forget the important steps, brother.
Yeah. I'm thinking here for a moment because I want to give this to you guys today. Now, let's do a hard refresh. Let me open it up in a incognito window. Let's try it there. AI Breakfast Lab. Reserve my slot. Name and email. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll get that. I think I can get that fixed. Okay. I'll get that fixed. Well, it works on all the other ones except that one. So let me get that fixed. We get something to the tech team, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was two times I did it, and it was working last night. It's not working now, so I'll do some. Let's do some.
We'll do some screenshots.
We'll do some screenshots for this here. Let me try this again.
Yeah.
Let me do it. Let me reserve my seat so you can take a screenshot of that. Right. Okay.
You want a screenshot of that one?
Yeah, take a screenshot of that one. And then I'm going to click on this and take a screenshot of that.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Do we need any more?
Yeah, let's do an example of a Momentum Tech lab that works.
Okay.
You can take a screenshot of that.
Okay, this is one that works, right?
Yep. Got it?
Yeah.
And then boom. Take a screenshot of that.
Okay. It's
All right.
in the tech team's hands.
All right, awesome.
Just that fast.
Okay, so the PowerPoint's done. Let's download it. And let's take it into our. I use Drive, so I'll take it right in Drive. And I'm just gonna. I downloaded that, so I'm going to. It's downloading it, so let's wait for it to finish. It's a big PowerPoint. Wow, this is cool. Oh, it's building our PowerPoint. I don't think it's done yet. Look, yeah, look at that. Let's let it build it. Okay, so it's still building the PowerPoint, so let's build it. Wow, this is going to be really nice. I can already see like some of the images it's doing. Wow, yeah, I'm excited about seeing this one. It's a high-tech PowerPoint, no doubt. I think it's going to be really, really good. All right, so what do you guys think of the website? You like the way it's working besides that one little error there? Do you like that you could have this, right? So let's connect it because I promised I would do that. Okay, so how do I connect it? Okay, let's connect it to a domain. Let me show you guys that because I got a couple of. Let me give you guys an update on domains. We're going to talk domains now. So what do you do when you build a website, when you're ready, or a landing page, right? So just type in domain. And Raymond, let's say you want to move a domain to this platform. Who needs to move their domain? Put one in the chat. If you need to move your domain from the old platform to this one, put a 1 in the chat. Who needs to do that? Let me know. Okay, a lot of people want to move it, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5.
Put a 1 in the chat, yes. Okay. Well, you'll be glad you're here because watch this. Domain, you click on domains. Now, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. So you got, maybe you have one you already own. You could buy a domain. It's like $12 a year, $12.99. Don't quote me. It's, it'll search your domains first, and then it tells you. Like, if I want to find a domain, I just put in, let's say, mojohappy.com. Let's say I'm getting that one, right? So I could search for it. And it's going to tell you what your options are and the price. So mojohappy.net is $13 a year. Mojohappy.org is $8 a year, $8.99. Mojo.co is $3.99 a year. Mojohappy.in for India is $6.99. .ai is $94 a year. You got to buy 2 years of that up front. Mojohappy.io, $31. Mojohappy.us. And Mojo Happy is already taken, right? So that's how you could buy a domain. Once it's in the platform, then it's easy to build. If you already have one, right, you just, bring a domain you own and share everywhere over to us. It takes about 5 to 7 days. So if you want to move a domain, many of you said, yes, I want to move a domain. So you could click move one you already have, or you could click on it up here, move one here. Either one works. Move one here. If you have a domain somewhere else, you can move it here.
If you had it in the old platform,
If you had it in the old platform, this is all you got to do. You got to enter your domain name. That's it. I'll repeat it. All you have to do is enter in your domain name and hit check it. So let's just let's check so I can do it for you guys. So I'm logging into my platform. Let me see if I have domains, maybe a domain that I can move over to show you guys what this looks like.
subdomains from the old platform automatically move.
No, they don't. No subdomain.
Yes.
They don't.
Subdomains, you have to set them up. It doesn't cost you anything for a subdomain. You just configure it when you get over there.
I know I have Radical AI Tech Squad.com. Okay, so I can check it. Okay, so it tells you unlock the domain at your current provider. The switch is usually called the domain lock or transfer back. Turn off the whois protection. You don't have to, you could send this list if you need to, but here's the cool thing. So you got to do these 5 things. It tells you exactly what to do. Okay, so if you want to move your domain, once the domain is here in settings, right, you'll get an email, and those settings will reset the DNS. Now, if you need support, just email support. Like, I want to move this, right? Once it moves here, then I pay $11.99 for the year. Understand? It renews $11.99 for the year after that. Okay? So we handle most of all the work for you. You just got to go. You don't have to do any of this checklist, really. You know, just let Jeanette know, okay, that you're moving the domain into our platform, and Jeanette will take care of this to make sure our tech team knows how to do all these things. Okay? All right. You guys just need to put your information in here, and we'll make sure that it's taken care of. Okay? So we'll handle everything from here. It takes about 5 to 7 days. Could take a week. Could take longer also, but just know it's about 5 to 7 days. If you have an AI, you're going to pay for 2 years up front, FYI. Whatever that is, okay? All right?
Okay, tell them again that they have to go in there, move, and then...
So repeat, guys, for you guys to understand, you click on move one here and you put in your domain name. That's it. That's what you do. You click on here or you click on here, move your domain, check it, and follow the instructions. Then email support or Jeanette, let her know you did that. That way we can start the process. Okay? So, cool? All right. Now, I already have a domain. So let's go ahead and take this. I'm talking about domains. So I'm going to go to the website here that I built, that we built. And I'm going to show you how you connect a domain. So I'm going to open it. And then I'm going to click on domain. Okay, so I could buy a domain, connect your own, or I already have a domain. So I have a domain. I want to connect my own. So I'm going to connect my own, which is Momentum, no www, Momentum Tech Labs.com. If I connect that domain, I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to show you what I do, how you do it. So I connect it. Okay, it's already connected. So let's just say I wanted to move. I don't own that domain. Let's just say, right? I wanted to connect that. Okay. Now it's going to give. If I'm moving that domain, you see it gives you complete instructions. You want to do www because it tells you first you got to add a CNAME record in your DNS settings. Like I'm here, like for example, in GoDaddy, right? So let's say I want to move, maybe I want to move a domain, right? So let's just say use one of these domains. Let me see if I can find one here. So I could use... let me see here. Okay, so let's say I wanted to move dot pro. Okay, so I just click on DNS. Okay, and see there's your DNS records. So how do all I got to do is come into the CNAME record over here. See right here, and edit that. What do I edit it as? Well, I edit it as right here. Right? So I would copy that. And I would paste that right here. Okay? And I would put www right here. That's what it said to do, right? Remember, that's what it said to do over here. Right? It said to do that. That's the first step. If I was doing that. Then, once I do that, I'm gonna close that. Because I'm not gonna do it. Once you do that, then you go up here and you click on forwarding. Because that's what it says to do. It says next step down here is you want to log in and go to forwarding. You can see that right here, open forwarding on GoDaddy. And I want to redirect MomentumTechLabs.ai to this one. So all I do is come over here and I just come down, see? And I can just, like I already have it here, right? See, it says forwarding MomentumTech.pro to where? So I would put in www dot. That way, if somebody types in MomentumTech.pro, they go to www dot. Or if somebody types in www.MomentumTech.pro, they go to your website. So both would work. And you want it to be permanent. Now, I know this is techie. So if you need some support with this, reach out to James, or our tech team could do it for you, but there may be a small hourly fee for us to do that for you, like 1 hour or so, if you want us to do it for you. But you could talk to James. Maybe you could sweet talk him a little bit into that, helping you. Especially if you guys have been with us for a long time. We appreciate you guys being here. You're part of our family. If you need some assistance with this, we can maybe even do this like on open office hours that we're going to be doing, help you guys do it. This is also recorded. You can go back over it on the Breakfast Lab, right? So that's how you would move if you're going to, how you would do, set up a domain. Is that clear, guys?
That's from GoDaddy, though.
Yeah, GoDaddy or Namecheap. If you have a domain, this is how you connect your website once you build it, is what I'm talking about. The context of what I'm talking about is once you build your website, I don't want this preview link. I want to add my own domain. So I happen to own the domain on GoDaddy, so you have to go through this process. Obviously, a shortcut would be just to buy a domain, right? If I click on domain here, I could obviously remove that domain just by clicking on remove. It removes it. And the shortcut would be to buy a new domain. Yeah? And then search for it. And buy the domain here. You don't have to worry about all that tech stuff. Or move your domain here. You don't have to worry about all that tech stuff on GoDaddy. Does that make sense? Put a 5 in the chat, you understand. It makes it easy for you, okay? Let's look at the PowerPoint here, see if it's done. So, let's see here. It takes a while to do it. Okay, looks like it's done. Let's see if I can download it now. There we go. All right. Let's upload it now. I'm looking forward to seeing this. What about you guys? I can't wait to see this one.
Let's see it, bro.
There we go. Upload it. My drive. Okay, slide share. All right. Excellent. Obviously, you could edit this. I'll show you how you could edit it. You could add your logo to here. The problem. By the way, PowerPoints, if I'm delivering a speech, you don't want a lot of copy on the PowerPoints, right? You want it to be clear so people could see it in a crowd, right? So I could add my own imagery in here. 3 ways linear thinking works. Number 2, talking about the cost, the math behind the lost tempo, right? You need like details about this. There's one image. It looks cool. We could change all this out. I'll show you how you could do it. Okay. So this is all editable. So let's go to the number 1 slide. See, I could change any of the copy here. I could insert logos, right? I could insert my logos, right here from my drive. So some of my photos. So if I wanted to add like, you know, maybe the Momentum Tech logo here. So I'll just click on the logo here. There it is. Make that smaller, and I can throw that up right there. Cool. Right, and then get rid of that if I want to. Yeah, you guys like it? I mean, this makes it so much easier for you, right, to create a PowerPoint. I mean, you know, and I can add whatever I want to. I can have, obviously, you want to be an expert. I know how to talk about this, right? Right, so these slides are not a talking point. Your talking point, you don't want them to pay attention to the slide. You want them to pay attention to you. So, you know, you can just talk about these 3 obstacles, really, right? And when it comes to implementing and taking action, sometimes you don't have enough information to take action and to get your whole team moving forward. Conditions become, you know, the conditions change, right? And you're not real clear. The analysis of the decision and action that you've been asked to take is unclear, and you have no clarity. Therefore, it's costing you time. It's costing you money, right? Because everybody seems to be standing still on a decision. That's the whole problem. If you don't go through an OODA loop, the whole process of an OODA loop is doing that. So you got to have some knowledge. You know, whatever topic you have, you want to put it in here. So this is a great talk. I'm going to work on this talk because this will be a great talk, like at a high level, right? About implementing AI. Yeah. So you better believe I'm going to work on that one. But isn't that cool? That's awesome stuff. Guys, that's the course studio. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think we need to wrap it up today. What time is it now? We're a little bit over, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. Well, I hope that was good for you guys. I mean, any questions in the chat? We can stop streaming. Thank you guys for being here. We can answer any questions that people may have.